This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers, where you can report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. Call 1-800-780-TIPS. By Solomon's Air Conditioning Incorporated. No matter what the weather condition is outside, have it your way inside. 239-693-1569. And by Lee Health.
We're swinging in here. A little bit of my guy. If you join us this Sunday morning, we're at the Quality Life Center's Teen Center here in Fort Myers, and we're so thrilled to be here. And we got the Saxman here. We'll get a chance to talk to him shortly. Leslie DaCosta, the Saxman cometh. A chance to learn all about him and where you can see him playing. And of course, we'll be playing at Lee Pitts Live after work at our May 8th edition. It's all happening on Lee Pitts Live. Also, get a chance to talk to Chef Pam. She's the owner and chef of Pammy's Plates LLC. All that's happening on Lee Pitts Live. Be sure to join us next week on the show when we get a chance to talk to DJ Skinny, the CEO of Ashbaz. All that's happening. We'll be right back. He's here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this Sunday morning. We're opening our show with the Saxman. He plays all types of saxophones. This renowned musician is gracing our TV set. We'll get a chance to meet him. We'll be playing at Lee Pitts Live after work on May 8th. That's at Club Celsius from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock. The Saxman cometh. Oh man, you a bad man. Welcome to Lee Pitts Live, Saxman.
Thank you.
Pronounce your full name, your real name.
Leslie DaCosta.
But everybody knows you as the Saxman.
As a Saxman.
Sounds like you got a little Caribbean accent going on there.
Oh yes. Actually, I was born in Panama.
Ah, really?
I was born in Panama.
Well, you'd be happy to know I've spent some time in Panama.
Okay.
I don't know how much time you spent there, but I got a chance to go to the first city, the second city, and the third city.
Okay.
I know all about the big fire that burned down Panama over the years in the different cities. So you learn something new every day, huh?
Yeah, that's true. My uncle actually, he was a pharmacist, and the Queen knighted him because he helped a lot of people during that fire.
Oh, okay.
His name was Norman Brown.
Right. Well, I had a great time in Panama, and this gave me an opportunity to talk about my travels there.
Yeah.
But the one thing I remember when I think about Panama, when I was there, I heard they don't have it anymore, was those colorful buses going through the streets with people hanging all out and music playing. And it's the public transportation. Do you know the name of those buses? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't. I left there when I was 7.
Okay, so I know more about Panama than you, my friend.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, man, but you bring a lot of Caribbean flavor. I've heard your music. You can do a wide range of things from Motown to R&B, soul, jazz, calypso, ragtime, all types of music. Tell us about the genesis of you. How did you first get started as a saxophonist? You play the keys and you sing as well.
Right. Well, when I was 8 years old, I You know those 5 and 10 cent stores? They sell these little flutes, Chinese flutes. Had a dragon on it, and I paid 10 cents for a flute. And my grandmother gave me a book of Christmas carols. So I went home and I started teaching myself how to read music because I knew how the carols sounded.
This is amazing.
So I taught myself by ear and then training my eyes to the fingerings of the flute. There's only 6 holes. And well, around that time, we had the Shirelles. We had, I'm talking about like 1958. A lot of music was going on around then. And my uncle, he's Panamanian. We're from Panama. He brought in music like Carlos Gardel. He was Argentina. He sung tango, and Alberto Beltran. He sang with Celia Cruz. And he was our neighbor. He lived down the street. So I had all these different influences living in Manhattan and that I was exposed to. And so when I was 12, went into junior high school, I picked up my first professional instrument. That was the clarinet. And at that time, I liked Dixieland music, like Pete Fountain and Wilbur de Paris.
Okay.
And I joined all the music clubs and courses in the school. Everyone, the chorus, the glee club, symphony, orchestra.
Sound like you were determined.
I was. And so I picked up the oboe in the 8th grade, went back to the clarinet in the 9th grade. I wanted to be the best clarinet player in the school, but I never took lessons. My parents couldn't afford it. So the only 2 guys in front of me, they had lessons. They were taking lessons. But I beat them. By the time I got to high school, I was number 1 in the school.
What a story.
And then I was playing classical music. I had the whole symphony orchestra behind me. And I played Mozart Opus 107, clarinet concerto in 3 movements. And then after that, I said, I think I'll pick up the sax. My father loved the sax, so I picked it up. And then I saw how much easier it was in the clarinet. It was metal. I thought it was, that's an awesome instrument. It's really hard. But first thing I did was I started a rock band around that time with James Brown. Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. And so I started a band, and we were doing stuff like that.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And then now you've basically been able to take your musical skills and live a life as a musician. Your that skill prepared you for a career in music, huh?
It has. Yes, it has.
Now, the Saxman, I know you were telling me you played a wide range of different types of saxophones and flutes and so on.
Yes.
That's how that name came about?
That's how the name came about, yes.
Go ahead and talk about that.
Because what I wanted to do is, I'm coming from New York. I lived in New York for most of my life, about 40 years. And that's where I got most of my musical training and background. And so when I moved here to Florida, moved to Port Charlotte, most of the bands and the music that were around were a lot of country and rock, but nobody was playing jazz and nobody was playing sax, very few. So I decided to carve a niche for myself and bring everything I knew with me, because you own what you know, and where you go, that's where you are, that's where you go. You bring yourself, everything follows you, So I just started playing jazz and multiple instruments, and I became known as a Saxman. I play alto, I have a soprano, tenor, and flute. But I play the whole family, and I play a little keyboards too.
And people can catch you every Friday where here locally in Southwest Florida?
Yes, it's every other Friday at the AmVets Post 312 in Northport.
Okay, and they'll get a wide range of your music when you come there. And you also, you dibble and dabble with the keys and you sing as well.
Yes, I sing as well, but I don't do so much with the keys. I let the software do that.
Okay.
And because I have my hands full with all the horns.
Okay.
But I do sing as well, and I only sing songs that my voice range.
I got you. So you're going to be performing for my event. I'm so thrilled. Everybody who's watching, when you come out, you'll get to see the Saxman live on May 8th. That will be at Lee Pitts Live after work.
Right.
People who are not familiar with the Most are is from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock downtown Fort Myers at Club Celsius. We have food, we have entertainment, photos, Soul Train dance contests, a whole lot of stuff.
Wow.
But when my audience gets to see you perform live, it's going to really be a treat. I think you're going to be bringing in some soul and jazz and R&B, all kinds of stuff. Tell us what you're going to do at the event.
Oh, gee, when I went to school, I went to college. I went to City College. I also Wagner College in New York, and I took a course in music appreciation, Music 101. And the first thing they do is they take you back into the history. It's music appreciation. They take you back into the history of music, all the way back to Handel, you know, and the chants in the church, mostly the Catholic Church. And I discovered there's a connection between music and religion or God or the spirit, because some say that God travels, you know, in sound, even in the church. I've played in many churches. I've seen the results of the Holy Spirit. I was on the praise and worship team, and you would see people falling in different pockets in different areas. So I know there was a connection between healing and music. I worked for a pastor. His name was Sonny. And he said the reason why the music comes before the preaching is because the music brings down the presence of the Holy Spirit. So the pastor, the preacher, steps into that anointing and delivers the word. So before I play, I always pray that may my music, you know, that whoever hears it, be blessed or healed in whatever way that they need.
And people who are watching you now, we have your information on the screen that they can get in touch with you. But people who are watching you now, if they want you to come and play at any of their events, I would assume you do weddings, all types of social banquets and things of that nature. Go ahead and promote that as well.
Okay.
The types of events you'll play for.
Okay, I play for just about any type of events. I play dances, concerts, birthday parties, weddings, even funerals. I play one. Lady wanted me to play when the Saints go marching in.
Okay.
You know, and that's also, you know, that's all part of what I play. I do a lot of New Orleans blues, also blues, things like Muddy Waters and.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I also play Latin jazz, Santana, and I do Motown. A lot of Motown. I do dancing songs. I said I would never do Jimmy Buffett, but now I do. I even sing Margaritaville because I look at myself, whatever a person needs, I will bring it to them. I've done St. Patrick's Day. I've done that. So I look at myself as if you need your air conditioner fixed, you call an air conditioner mechanic. So I'm there to serve you. Whatever you need, I will find the music to serve your event.
Very versatile.
Yes.
Now, you talked about how you found that you got this flute and it just changed your whole life, this little 5-cent flute or what have we. Did you eventually start reading music?
Yes.
So I want people who are watching who want to be like you one day, you think it's a good thing that you also learn how to read music as well?
Absolutely. Yes. The good thing about learning how to read music is that you don't have to really know, you know, you're reading somebody else's thoughts. And you don't have to rehearse it multiple amounts of times in order to know it. You just like reading a book and you're reading out loud, well, it's just that easy. You can learn a song just that quick.
Let's take a look right now at you performing. Welcome back, man. Looking at you perform out there with, and you could just know that the crowd is out there enjoying you when you perform at the clubs or the restaurant. What type of feeling does it give you when you see people out there just loving your music and constantly coming back to see you play?
Oh, that's the best feeling in the world. That's why I'm still there doing it. Especially when they're feeling the music, is like they're giving it back to me. That energy flows back, and when it's back and forth, I don't even get tired.
Mm-hmm. Now you talking all this serious stuff about music and growing up and the flute and all that, but you didn't tell us where you get your dressing style, bruh. You came in here clean, man. I'm looking at that shirt. I'm wondering if I could get me one of those. You got the hat. Man, when you walked in here, man, with the Stacey Adams, come on, man. You bring that New York, you take a lot of pride in being dapper, don't you?
Oh, I do. You know, I take that from, back in the day, Duke Ellington, Count Basie.
Mm-hmm. They were always classy.
They were always classy, especially
Miles
my man,
Davis.
Minnie the Moocher, Cab Calloway. You know, they always were dressed in, even in jazz, even if you just wore a suit jacket, you know, because that's classical music. It's American classical music. It was born in America. And so whenever I go on a gig, I'm always well dressed. Also, it depends on the type of music that I'm playing. But if I'm playing jazz, I'm always decked out.
Oh man, presentation is everything.
Yes.
We'll get you to play a little something. What you got? What you gonna play a little bit of right now?
Okay.
There's some Luther you got there. I think you told me.
I got a little Sweet Love.
All right.
Anita Baker.
Oh my goodness, Sweet Love. Oh my goodness, let's go.
All right.
Sweet Love. Now, when I'm listening to you play that sax, it's almost as though I can hear Anita Baker's voice. Wow. Is that what the saxophone does? It almost mimics a voice. It's one of the few instruments that do that.
That's true. That's true. Especially the alto sax more mimics a female voice.
Okay.
Where the tenor sax more mimics a male voice. So when I'm doing a lot of the fine dining where people are eating like, this close to them, I won't play this one. I play the tenor.
Okay.
And it's smoother and it's exactly right.
Man, I've been doing this show for 29 years. Wow. I've had a lot of musicians to come in and out of Lee Pitts Live and interviewed over 25,000 people.
Wow.
But I tell you, man, you are right up there as one of the best musicians I've ever had on my television show. And I'm so thrilled that you're going to be playing at my event in the future. Thanks again for gracing us with that great music.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Now, how can people get in touch with you? You have a website and a phone number you can give.
Yes, you can. My website, you can subscribe to my website, and it's www.leslie.dacosta, JR, all one word, it's my full name, .com.
Okay, and the phone number?
941-623-2982.
And you'll work with them on that cost, right? Whatever, depending on what event you're playing.
Right.
And you're available 24 hours a day, morning, noon, and night, whatever
That's
kind of
right.
event you want. Okay.
Yes.
Who would you like to give a shout out to, man? Somebody who might be watching you right now.
Oh, well, I'd like to give a shout out to all my Facebook friends.
Okay.
All my friends in the Bronx, in the Valley, and all my friends in Northport and Port Charlotte.
All right.
Yes.
And they need to come out and see you where every other Friday?
At Ambets 312 in Northport.
Okay. I want you, you got a song you can take us off the air with? What you going to play for us?
Yes, I do. How Sweet It Is.
Okay. How Sweet It Is. As he prepares his saxophone, I don't want any downtime. We encourage everybody to join us next week when we'll have the famous DJ in here, DJ Skinny, CEO of iSpaz.
All right.
is the civilized way to enjoy your Sunday morning on Lee Pitts Live, where we have in here the Saxman has come to grace our set. We hope you enjoyed this show. Encourage you to tune in next week right here, Lee Pitts Live, Fox 4. Also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We all out there all over social media. For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like the Saxman who are doing it. We'll see you.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.